Hi, thanks for being here. My name is Kamilekwe, and you're welcome to another episode of Double Your Hustle. Double Your Hustle is a program where we tell ourselves other things we can do to add more to our income. And today, to double your hustle, we can go into buying and selling. What is buying and selling? Buying and selling deals with exchange, because buying is the act of acquiring goods and services by paying for them, while selling, on the other side, is the act of offering something you have for money. You have it, you sell it out for money. You have it, you give it out for money. Yes, that is selling. So to go into buying and selling, what are the things that it entails? Firstly, do you have money? Yes, you have. I know you have. Most of us, we have little capital, little money that we keep in the bank. Oh, I will look for something to do. But then we want to go into buying and selling. We don't know what to do. Yes, buying and selling, it's viable. It's a good business. It adds more to, maybe you're a salary earner, you're a teacher, you're a banker, you have one thing or the other that you do, you collect salary. So, and you don't spend it all, being a good, being someone who is alive. We don't have to spend all our income. You have little that you keep. Yes, you can. As time goes on, you can use it to go into business. It's a good thing. So the things to consider when going into buying and selling: study your environment first. That is the first thing to do. Study your environment. What is lacking in your environment? You don't go into buying and selling because you want to compete with anybody. You don't go into buying and selling because, what she's selling is too costly, or what is wrong with this one? No, you don't go into buying and selling to compete. You go into buying and selling because you want to solve a particular problem. What is lacking in that particular environment that you are? What problem can you solve? You go into buying and selling to solve a particular problem. Oh, before we can get full stop from here, in this our estate is a very big thing. We have to get to the next bus stop. No. If we get it somewhere around here, then it's fine. That means you want to solve a particular problem. So go into buying and selling with that kind of mindset. Study your environment. Secondly, consider the capital at hand. Consider the capital at hand. If you have capital for selling only running a variety store, you don't go looking for how much are they selling cars. I want to start by selling cars. No, consider the capital at hand before going into buying and selling. It's your capital that determines the kind of buying and selling that you do. So thirdly, do your research. Before going into buying and selling, do your research. Yes, what kind of business do I want to do? What do I really, what can I maintain? What kind of time do I have? You are a worker. You go from maybe 5 in the morning, you come back at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You know that you cannot sell perishable goods. You understand? You know the kind of markets you can sell if that's the case. You are the one who travels during Christmas time or any festival time you are not around. There are some markets that you go into, and there are some that you don't even venture into. So do your research very well. Then, fourthly, understand your target audience. Who are your target audience? What do you want to sell? Who do you want to sell to? These are the questions that you answer by yourself before going into buying and selling. You want to sell shoes, okay? Is this shoes for kids you want to sell? Is it for adults? Is it office or casual? What kind of shoes do you want to sell? Answer these questions by yourself and be determined about it. Then another thing is you have to be definite. Be definite. Define what you want. Be definite. You can't sell everything. It's not possible. Oh, you want to sell food stuff. You want to sell shoes. You want to sell electronics and other gadgets. No, you can't do everything at the same time. You cannot sell everything. Even in the mall, they have some things that they don't sell. How about you that just want to do something to add more to your income? You don't start something that will end up flopping. So you have to be definite about what you want to sell. Then, as a seller, there is something I must tell you. You have to consider your condition, the condition of your goods. Your goods has to be in good condition. Anything you want to sell, make sure it's in good condition. When you sell something to me and I enjoy it, do you know, I most likely I will come back. If I don't come back, then the slim chance maybe because I am no longer in that environment, or maybe one thing led to the other. So it will not be intentionally that I know I'm not coming back to this person because the last thing she sold for me is not good. You understand what I mean? So as a seller, you have to make sure that whatever you're selling is in good condition, and please ensure that your prices are low, at least considerable low. I am not saying you should go on a spoil market. I'm not saying you should sell in order to send another one away from the market. But then you cannot start business by selling at higher cost and you will see customers. Is that even possible? No. So you want to start selling, your prices has to be low. Of course, it has to be low. So price those things before selling. Another thing is that you have to have good relationship with customers. If you know you are that kind of pepper body, I beg you, maybe you should just stay with your office job. Jejely, don't go into buying and selling, because buyers, everybody at times everybody looks frustrated. So now person way then go pour the frustration on and then they find. So me, I want to spend my money for you. You now pour your frustration on me. Who does that? So you have to have a good customer relationship. You understand? Then fourthly, another thing you have to consider is that as a seller is that you have to choose a selling platform wisely. You have a selling platform. Is it a shop? You want to start selling in the shop? Is it online? You want to start selling, or both? What kind of you want to start selling in the market? What kind of market? Is it the market that will target trade fairs or whatever? So just have your selling platform already and choose it wisely according to whatever thing you want to sell. Then sell what you know or have learnt about. Yes, that is another thing. What you know about or what you have learnt about. Maybe over the years you have learnt a lot. You know things about good leather. Good leather. Oh, this is leather. Then you can go into belts. You can go into quality shoes. You understand? Maybe there is something you have learnt about parts of a vehicle. You can go into spare parts. You understand? So sell what you know. Is not, you cannot, or what you have learned. You can go learning something. You can easily learn something about that particular thing you want to sell, instead of you to go there as a novice. Learning beforehand is always better. So then another thing that we must know is that maybe you need an idea about what to sell. You have this money. I have this money where I don't even have idea about what to sell. Oh, now what I go sell, I be my own problem. Or money day bank where they look at me for hey, I got you here. How about going into clothing and fashion accessories? And if that's the no for you, how about full stop or variety store? There's provision stores, what is more, you understand? Is that still a no? How about digital products? You want to start selling laptops, you want to start selling phone, you want to sell chargers. What interests you? You understand? The interest too has to do with buying and selling. You want to go into kitchen tools, pots, utensils, gas. You understand? What would you really like to sell? You want to go into beauty and skincare, beauty products, skincare products, perfumes, cream, whatever. What do you want to sell? Or you want to sell okrika? Do you know that okrika and another business, a very viable business? What do you really want to sell? Yes. So we have many options. It depends on what you choose. If you want to go into buying and selling on a good note, and you're worried, you're confused about what to sell, you can let us know. I answer fast on compliment session. This is what I have for you today on the program Double Your Hustle, and then my name still remains Kemi Lekwe. I always like to hear your views about every episode. Please drop your views in the comment section, like this post, share it, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kemi Lekwe Studios, where the program Double Your Hustle shows every week. Thanks for watching, and God bless you. And then, who is that celebrity businessman or woman that you know, businessman or woman that over the years that has been tested to be to be a good business man or woman? Oh, for me, I'll choose Cubana. I'll choose Okububi Cubana. That is the Cubana's chief priest. Yes, over the years they have been into business, and be hearing them. They're into wine. You understand? Be selling that business, doing that business. Being in the business of drinks, being in the business of spirits, you understand, and they're doing well there. So is there anyone that you know that has been doing business and been doing it very well? You can also tell us in the comment section. And thanks for watching. God bless you. Please press the notification bell so that you'll be the first to know when we drop another episode of Double Your Hustle. And please double your hustle.